Tämähän oli mielenkiintoinen alku. Alright. This game. Okei, autosave. Okei, hieno homma. Tämähän menee yllättävän nopeasti. Alright, elikkä hei, mä oon Eni. Tervetuloa. Mitä ikinä mä oon tekemässä tällä hetkellä. Tää on itse asiassa peli, joka jäi multa hankinta jossain vaiheessa, koska Broidi suositteli testaamaan Baldur's Gatea. Baldur's Gate ylipäätänsä on, Baldur's Gate 3 julkaistiin joku aika sitten, eikö Switchillä, mut siis kuuluu kuitenkin pelisarjoja, että mä oon kuullut siitä vuosien aikana kaikkea tarinaa. Ja Switchille sitten vihdoin viimein, kun julkaistiin ensinnäkin tää parivaljakko, että Baldur's Gate 1 ja 2, antoi mulle sauman tutustua tähän pelisarjaan. Ja sitten ennen kaikkea, kun muistaakseni joulun aikaa oli tarjouksessa. No sit okei, mun on pakko ottaa sen. Tarkoituksena oli pelata tätä joskus myöhemmin. Tällä hetkellä mulla oli oikeestihan nyt, tällä hetkellä mä katsoin tätä nauhoitusta päivämäärän perusteella. Yli huomenna pitäisi mennä toi Princess Peachin finaali julkaistaan. Mulla oli bufferi aika hyvä. Piti siinä bufferin aikana pelata Tomb Raideria. Aloitin sen. Sitten se jäi, koska pidä hyppyä pohjas. Kokeillaan sitä. Pidä hyppyä pohjas. Se ei ole aikaisemminkaan auttanut, niin ei se nytkään auta. Saatan nyt näitä tankkikontrollit ja tasohyppely, mikä siinä Tomb Raiderissa on, vaatii multa yllättävän paljon kärsivällisyyttä ja mä en halunnut vielä siihen palata, varsinkin kun mulla on paljon koulutehtäviä kirjoitettavana. Tällä hetkellä mä kirjoitan opinnäytetyötä, jos siltä varalta joku katsoo mun englanninkielistä projektia, mitä pyörii rinnalla, todennäköisesti Ocarina of Time. Ja se on pohjustusta siihen, mitä mä oon käsittelemässä. Joten senkin mä kelasin, että Baldur's Gate voisi olla ihan hyvä vaihtoehto tähän, että mä en ole koskaan pelannut. Kuuluu hyvää, mä en ole pelannut Dungeons Dragoneita. Mutta noihin sitten kauheasti pelata, kun se on sosiaalinen roolipeli. Joo, kyllä mä tiedän mikä on Dungeons Dragon ja mun koulua opiskella mun pitäisi olla joku tekosyy käydä kerran pelaamassa. Ehkä mä kerkeen ehkä ensi vuonna. Ehkä en. Mut tää on hyvä tutustuminen sitten mulle, tai huono tutustuminen, jos mun pitää tietää niin paljon. Okei, Baldur's Gate 1 Enhanced Edition. Rise from orphan to a hero as you journey through the Sword Coast and unravel the dark mystery of your lineage. These adventures will take your character from level 1 to 10. These adventures will take your characters from... Okei, eli tämähän pitäisikin mennä sitten näin. No. Tämähän jatkuu pitkälle. Okei. Mitäs täältä löytyy sitten seuraavaksi? No tää on varmaan... For as long as you can remember, your view of the world has been limited to the heavily fortified walls of Candlekeep. Your foster father, Gurion, has done everything in his power to protect you and keep you out of harm's way. All that is about change. Forced to leave your home under mysterious circumstances, you find yourself drawn into a conflict that has the Sword Coast on the brink of war. An iron shortage of unknown origin threatens to plunge the city of Baldur's Gate into conflict with Amn. Meanwhile, there's something else at work, far more sinister you can even begin to imagine. Okei. Toi on varmaan, nää on varmaan sitten lisäosina, mä oletan näin. Eli mennään nyt sitten tuolla ensimmäisen, mikä tästä nyt tulee. Single player characters options. Language. No ei ole valitettavasti suomea täällä, mutta löytyy kaiken maailman muita kieliä. No, mä menen englannilla, koska se on nyt ollut lähin noista kielistä, mitä mä osaan lukea ja lausua jonkin verran. Johonkin suuntaan oikein. Graphics. Font sizea pystyy nostamaan. No mä nostan tohon. Se oli itse asiassa hyvä. Zoom block. Ahaa, kato se menee tonne suuntaan toi isoin. No kai. Reset the zoom level to default value and prevent any subsequent attempts to zoom in or out. Grayscale on pause. Toi on hyvä. Nää, katsotaan noin sitten myöhemmin, vai nyt osaa. Ja sit käytä tota. Okei, kato, tälleen mä onboardaan itteeni, hyvä. Enable this option to render creatures and spell animations using the nearest neighbor method. Disable it to apply a linear scaling method, which smooths out the sprites for softer, slightly out of focus look. Mennään näillä perusasetuksilla, mitä tästä on muuten. Toi font size nyt on hyvä, koska mulla on väsyneet silmät ja mä en jaksa etsiä mun silmälaseen. Mulla on kans mielenkiintoista. Mä juttelin sitä myöhemmin, kun pääsen siihen asti. Mennään Dawn. Cute. Tooltip delay. This slider controls the delay before tooltip appears over control. Maximum value disables tooltips. Scroll speed. No en mä tiedä mihin toi sitten toimii, joten mennään. Okei. Okei. Core. See gory combat animations. Ok. Weather. See weather. Okei. Antaa noi olla. Tää on siis nähtävästi K18 pelisarja mulla sitten. Mä luotan siihen, että tää pelikentät on ollut ihan tarpeeksi kivoja. Command sound seldom, selection sound, okei. Character sounds, okei. Movies. No joo, en mä tarvii sitä nyt, okei. Characters. You have no exported characters. No okei. Single player. Tutorial. No, kai me sitten katsotaan tutorialin läpi. Character generation. Alright, gender. Select the gender option, begin to creating your character, or B to return previous page. If you wish to import pre-made character, then use the import option and select one of the characters. Okay. Okay, this is an aesthetic choice and will not affect your attributes in any fashion. It can, however, affect whether or not an NPC becomes romantically interested in your character. Okay, antaa mennä siis. Males of the realms can excel in whatever profession they choose, whether wizardry, thievery, or arts of war. Okei. Mennään sitten niille näet Dawn. Appearance. Okei. Mikä nää... Jotenkin mä näin tosi itteni, joten sori, mä joudun varmaan sen ottaa. Ei täällä mikään muu oo semmonen... Tää on tarpeeksi, mut... Tää näyttää ihan tuolta... Kuka näytteli Muumiossa se kaveri? Fraseri. No ihan mielenkiintoisen näköisiä. Itse asiassa mä oon yllättävän iloinen kuinka monta vaihtoehtoa täällä on annettu. Joo. Tää nyt valitettavasti... Onks mulla noin kapea naama? Mä saan nyt olla noin kapea naama ja vinot. Alright. Okei, sit mun pitää valita mun race. Humans are predominant race in Faerun. Humans rule most of the significant empires and kingdoms in the realms. They are most social and tolerant race, expecting perhaps the halflings. Humans may advance as any class and are also the only race that can dual class. Humans may not multi-class. Okay. Elves tend to be shorter and slimmer than humans. The features are finely chiseled and delicate, and they speak in melodic tones. Elves are looked upon as being frivolous and aloof. They concern themselves with natural beauty, dancing, floor-licking, and other similar pursuits. The humor is clever, as are their songs and poetry. There are 6 racial divisions of elves with the realms: cold elves, moon elves, wild elves, sea elves, dark elves, drow, and winged elves are the elf. Half elf. Half elves are a mix of human and elven blood. They are handsome folk with good features from each of their parent races. A half elf has the curiosity, inventiveness, and ambition of their human ancestors, and the refined senses, love of nature, and artistic taste of their elven ancestors. Half elves have the following traits: 30% resistance against charm and sleep magic. Infravision plus 10% pickpockets plus 5 in shadows. Wait, mutta eihän täällä näkynyt mitään. Ei, kun täällä lukee. Elves have following traits: 90% resistant against charm and sleep. Infravision plus 1 taco bonus with bow, short swords, and long swords. Minus 5% open locks, plus 5 pickpockets, plus 5 move silently, plus 10 hide in shadows. Dexterity and constitution. Ja sitten täällä on... niin joo, humanille ei mitään. Alright. Dwarfi. Dwarves are short and stocky, easily identifiable by their size and shape. They have ruddy cheeks, dark eyes, and dark hair. Dwarves tend to be dour and tactrium. They are given to hard work and care little for most humor. They enjoy beer, ale, meat, but most of all they love gold. There are 4 racial divisions of dwarves within the realms: shield dwarves, cold dwarves, wild dwarves, and duergar. Dwarves have the following traits: plus 2 bonus to saving throws versus paralyzes, poison, and death versus rod and staff in 1, and spell with additional bonuses based on constitution. Infravision plus 10 open locks, plus 15 find traps, 5% detect illusion, 10% set traps, plus 1 constitution, minus 1 dexterity, and minus 2 charisma. Alright. Halflings are short, generally plump people, very much like small humans. Their faces are round and broad, and often quite florid. Their hair is typically curly, and the tops of their feet are covered with coarse hair. Overall, they prefer the comforts of home to dangerous adventuring. They enjoy good living, rough humor, and homespun tales. There are 3 racial divisions of halflings with their realms: half-foot, tall, fellow, and stout. Okay. Halflings have the following traits: plus 2 to saving throws versus paralysis. Okay, Tota mä en vieläkään taju, mutta se selvii mulle myöhemmin. Plus 1 taco bonus. Mä en tiedä, se selvii with slings. Open locks, find traps, pickpockets, move silently, hide in shadows, dexterity, strength, and wisdom. Okay. Gnomes. Akin to dwarves, gnomes are noticeably smaller than their distant cousins. Gnomes, as they probably maintain, are also less rodent than dwarves. Most have dark tan or brown skin, white hair, and rather large noses. Gnomes have lively and sly sense of humor, especially for practical jokes. They have a love for nature that is only matched by their love for gems and jewelry. There are two racial divisions of gnomes within the realms, rock gnomes and deep gnomes. Sitten jo sama toi +2 for saving throws, infravision, +5 locks, find traps, move silently, hide in shadows, detect illusion, intelligence and wisdom. Okay, it's the half-orcs. Half-orcs are born from the union of humans and orc parents. They are as tall as humans but a little heavier due to their muscular builds. The greenish pigmentation, sloping forehead, jutting jaw, prominent teeth, and coarse body hair make their lineage plain for all to see. In the Sword Coast, half-orcs are tolerated as, unlike in the north, the local people haven't had centuries for warfare with orc kind. Half-orcs are known for their great strength. Ja sitten niillä on following traits: improvision, strength, constitution and intelligence. Okei. Okay. Tää on jotenkin tylsä. Näistä luokista, mitä mä näen tai reisseistä, sanotaan näin. Varmaan mulle parhaiten sopii jompikumpi näistä elfteistä ja... No pidäks mä nyt itteeni sitten komeina vai pidäks mä itteeni mun puhetta melodisena? Mä nyt pidän mun puhetta enemmän melodisena kuin se, että mä pitäisin itteeni komeina. Mitä ikinä sitten tää... No plus 90 resistance against charm and sleep magics. Okei, joo, ei. Kyllä mä sen verran mitä mä tiedän Pokemon-pelejä ja sleep magicin joo toi kelpaa ihan hyvin. Sitten okei, klassi. Fighter. Fighter is a champion, swordsman, soldier and brawler who lives or dies by his knowledge of weapons and tactics. Fighter can be found at the front of any battle, contesting toe-to-toe with monsters and villains. A good fighter needs to be strong and healthy if he hopes to survive. Class features: may wear helmets, may wear armor and use any weapon. May achieve Grand Mastery 5 slots with any weapon class. May achieve specialization 2 slots in any fighting styles and allocate 3 slots into weapon style. Hit die. Mä oletan, että T10 tarkoittaa noppaa, eli 1 noppa, jos on 10 sivua. Prime requisites for dual classing strength. Okay, Ranger. The Ranger is a warrior and woodsman who is skilled with weapons and is knowledgeable in ways of the forest. The Ranger often protects and guides lost travelers and honest peasant folk. A Ranger needs to be strong and wise to the ways of the nature to live a full life. Okei, tää ei sovi mulle yhtään, koska mä oon todella huono naturen kanssa. May wear helmets, may wear any armor and any weapon, may not exceed specializations, 2 slots in any weapon class, may achieve specialization in any fighting style, begin specialized 2 slots. Okay, may select racial enemy, which grants a +4 bonus hit and damage rolls against selected enemy race. May use the charm animal ability once per day, gains 1 use at level 1 and additional use every 2 levels thereafter. May use the hide in shadows ability while wearing no armor leather or studded leather armor. Okay. May cast druidic spells starting at level 8. Alignment restricted to good. Okay. Hit die 10. Okay. Cleric. Cleric is a generic priest of any mythos who tends to do spiritual needs of the community. Though he is both protector and healer, he is not purely defensive. When evil threatens, the cleric is well suited to seek it out on its own ground and destroy it. The opposite is true of evil clerics as well, and there are also many variations between. May wear helmets, may only use non-bladed, non-piercing weapons, warhammers, gloves, okay. May only become proficient in any weapon class, okay. May only become proficient in any fighting style. May turn undead. May cast spree spells and he die. Okay, 8 sivun die, okay. Mage. The wizard strives to be master of magical energies, shaping them and casting them as spells. To do so, he studies strange tongues and obscure facts and devotes much of his time to magical research. A wizard must rely on knowledge and wit to survive. Wizards are rarely seen adventuring without a retinue of fighters and men at arms. Because there are different types or schools of magic, there are different types of wizards. The mage studies all types of magic and learns a wide variety of spells. His broad range makes him well suited to the demands of adventuring. Okay, may not wear any armor. Tosta mä tykkään. May only use the following weapons: dagger, quarterstaff, dart, and sling. May only become proficient 1 slot, okay. May not place any slots in any fighting style. Okay, may cast arcane spells and hit die D4. Prime requisite for dual classing intelligence. Mun olisi pitänyt katsoa noitakin varmaan clericillä ja rangerilla. Thief. To accomplish his goals for good or ill, the thief is skilled pilferer. Cunning, nimbleness, and stealth are his hallmarks. Whenever he turns his talent against innocent passerby, or wealthy merchants, or opposers and monsters, is a choice for the thief to make. Okay. May not wear armors heavier than studded leather. May not equip shields larger than bucklers. May only use the following weapons: longsword, okay, your katana, okay. May only become proficient in 1 slot in weapon, only 1 slot for fighting style. May distribute 25 points per level, 40 at level 1 in thieving abilities. Open locks, pickpockets, find traps, move suddenly, hide shadows, detect illusions, set traps. Starts with base scores of 10%. Pay. Any may backstab for increased damage. May use set snare ability once per day. Gains 1 use at level 1 and additional use every 5 levels thereafter. Set snare. Set a trap in the chosen location when no hostile creatures are in sight. Traps grow more powerful with the thief's level and can be triggered by only be triggered by enemies, okay. Okay. Alignment restricted to any except lawful good. Okay. And die on, okay. Sorcerer. Mä siinä mielessä, kun yritän miettiä, että näiden jaksojen pitäisi olla 20 minuuttia, niin tähän tässä menee pelkästään puoli tuntia vaan lukea näitä ja luoda tätä hahmoa. Katsotaan miten tää ensimmäinen jakso tulee olemaan pikkasen pidempi. No, sen takia se on tutorial. Sorcerers are practitioners of magic who were born with an initiate ability to cast spells. It is thought that the blood of some powerful creatures flow through their veins. Perhaps they are the spawns of gods themselves or even dragons walking in humanoid form. Regardless, the sorcerer's magic is intuitive rather than logical. They know fewer spells than mage and acquire spells more slowly, but they can cast spells more often and have no need to select and prepare spells ahead of time. Sorcerers cannot specialize in magic the way mages do. Other than those differences, sorcerers is very similar to mage. So no armor, only your noi. Sama noi may cast arcane spells, may not scribe spells into the spell books as mages do. Instead, sorcerers learn small number of spells each level, which they can cast daily without memorization. Okay. Mielenkiintoista. Fighter Mage. This is a character. This character can use the abilities of fighter and mage, though they cannot cast spells while wearing armor. They may specialize in, but not master any weapon they can use. Gnomes can choose this multi-class, but become fighter illusionist by default. Gnomes are only race that can combine specialist mage class in the multi-class. Okay. This character can use the abilities of fighter and thief, though they cannot use their thieving skills while wearing more than studded leather armor. They may specialize in, but not master any weapon class. Fighter Mage Thief. This character can use abilities of fighter, mage, and thief, though they cannot use their thieving skills while wearing more than studded armor and cannot cast spells while wearing any armor. They may specialize in, but not master any weapon they can use. And the Magic Thief. Magic Thief, this character can use the abilities of mage and a thief, though mage spells cannot be cast while wearing armor. Alright. Mitäs mä nyt sitten sanoisin näistä? Oh. No en mä osaa Ranger kuulostaa niin jotenkin oudot. May cast druidic spells starting at level 8. Alignment restricted to good. Mutta mä haluan pitää alignment restricted to good. Ja Clericki pystyy... may only use non-bladed, non-piercing weapons. May turn undead. May cast... Oliko se sitten jollain Clerickinä täällä? Though both protector and healer, he is not built... Mennään Clericille. Sit siellä löytyy vielä lisää. Okay. Cleric is a generic priest of any method. Niin mä katsoin noin jo. Eikä toi periaatteessa on tää sama. Yep. Talos is the evil god of storms, destruction and rebellion. Clerics of the Storm Lord warn that Talos must be appeased or he will rain destruction upon the land. May cast Lightning Bolt once per day, gains 1 use of at level 1 and then additional use every 5 levels thereafter. May cast Storm Shield once per day, gains 1 use at level... Okay. Ja Storm Shield on. This spell lasts 1 round per level of the caster. It protects the caster from lightning, fire, cold and normal missiles. Okay. Alignment restricted to neutral, evil, chaotic evil and chaotic neutral. Okay. No jo advantages, okay. Jos sulla ei oo mitään disadvantagea. No jo class feature, okay. Followers of neutral god of watchers and protectors are warriors in their own right and are often seen as defenders of the innocent. May cast True Sight once per day, okay? May cast Seeking Sword once per day. And Seeking Sword, this spell creates a sword in a cleric's hand that cannot be dropped or unequipped. The sword is enhanced as a +4 weapon and provides a +4 tackle bonus, but no damage bonus. It deals 2d4 damage to any target it hits. The weapon sets the cleric's number of attacks per round 3 and lasts for 1 round per level. While it is equipped, the wielder cannot cast further spells. Alignment restricted to lawful good, lawful neutral, lawful evil or true neutral. Okei. Mä dikkasin tosta Sword-spellistä tällä hetkellä, mutta se on nyt ajatuksen vähän mitä on. Priest of Latender. Latender is a good god of a renewal, creativity and youth and is celebrated nearly everywhere. His followers are very popular throughout the realms and there are numerous wealthy temples devoted to him. Cast Hold Undead once per day. Boon of Latender. Yeah, this spell casts 1 round per level of the caster. It gives the caster +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, +1 to all saving throws, and +1 extra attack per round. Lawful good, neutral good, chaotic good, and true neutral. Alright. Third, the Priest of Term. Term is a deity of law and justice, and is primarily concerned with the punishment of wrongdoers and the general furthering of law and good in the world. The belief in justice through benevolent force, or at least armored vigilance, is the reason for Ter's existence. Ter holds great prominence in the pantheon due to his position as a leader of the Triad, a trio of lawful good gods that are collectively devoted to concepts of courage, justice, perseverance, relief of suffering, duty, obedience, honor, and to some extent righteous martyrdom. Tämä jotenkin sopii mulle nyt ihan täydellisesti. May cast Exhaliation once per day for every 5 levels of the caster starts. This spell enables a priest to aid and protect anyone being other than themselves. By touch of the caster removes the effects of fear spell, feeble mind, unconsciousness and intoxication, as well as berserk, confused states of mind. In addition, the recipient is protected against spells and other attacks that cause this effect for 1 turn. May cast Divine Favor once per every 10 levels of the caster. Divine Favor. This spell grants the caster +1 bonus to hit and damage roll every 3 levels of the caster. Okay. The alignment restricted to lawful good, neutral good or lawful neutral. Mä en tykännyt tuosta. Olisi ollut hauskaa mennä toiseen suuntaan niinku oikeuden tuomitsijana. Tempus, also known as a Lord of Battles of Fellhammer, is random in his favors, yet chaotic nature favors all sides equally. Lord Tempus may be on an army side one day and against them on the next. Such is the nature of war. Temporal clergy can be found on both sides of the conflict, as none can ever truly know whom the war god will favor. May cast Holy Power, may cast Chaos of Battle, applies bonuses to all allies and penalties to all enemies within 30 feet radius of the caster. Okay, the spell lasts 1 turn and will randomly affect targets. Ooh. The magnitude, okay. Mä tiedän, mä voisin ehkä mä en ehkä lähde mitään spesialisoimaan sitten näistä, koska noilla on jotain hauskoja advantageja, mutta sit samalla niinku se disadvantage, niinku tuolla tyyrillä. Mä olisin mielelläni ottanut ton, mutta mä en dikkaa ajatukset, että mä oon niinku lukittunut täysin goodiin. Mä haluan vaan mennä fiiliksen mukaan. Joten Clericillä mennään. Alignment. Pitääkö mun oikeesti valita alignment jo tässä vaiheessa? No voi. No. Sitten mennään sillä. Lawful good. Characters of this alignment believe that an orderly, strong society with an well-organized government can work to make life better to majority of the people. To ensure the quality of life, laws must be created and obeyed. When people respected the laws and tried to help one another, society as whole prospers. Therefore, lawful good characters strive for those things and will bring the greatest benefits to the most people and cause the least harm. An honest and hardworking serf, a kind and wise king, or stern but forthright minister of justice are all examples of lawful good characters. Okay, neutral good. And these characters believe that the balancing of force is important, but that the concerns of law and chaos do not moderate the need for good. Since the universe is vast and contains many key creatures striving for different goals, the determined pursuit of good will not upset the balance. It may even maintain it. If fostering good means supporting organized society, then that is what must be done. If good can be only come about through the overthrow of existing social order, so be it. Social structure itself has no initiative value to them. A baron who violates the orders of his king to destroy something he sees as evil is example of neutral good character. Chaotic good. Chaotic good characters are strong individuals marked by streak of kindness and benevolence. Mä en tiedä, miten sitä tuo laustaa. They believe in all the virtues of good and right, but they have little use for laws and regulations. They have no use for people who try to push folk around and tell them what to do. Their actions are guided by their own moral compass, although good may not always be in perfect agreement with the rest of the society. A brave frontiersman, forever moving as settlers follow in his wake, is an example of a chaotic good character. Lawful nature. Neutral. Other organizations are of the paramount importance to the characters to this alignment. They believe in a strong, well-ordered government, whether that government is an tyranny or a benevolent democracy. The benefits of organization and regimentation outweighed any moral questions raised by their actions. An inquisitor determined to ferret out traitors at any cost, or soldier who ever questions his orders are examples of lawful neutral behavior. True neutral characters believe in the ultimate balance of forces, and they refuse to see actions as either good or evil. Since the majority of people in the world make judgments, true neutral characters are extremely rare. True neutrals do their best to avoiding siding with the forces of either good or evil, law of chaos. It is their duty to see that all of these forces remain in balance contentation. True neutral characters sometimes find themselves forced into rather peculiar alliances. To a great extent, they are compelled to side with the underdog in any given situation, sometimes even changing sides as the previously loser becomes the winner. A true neutral druid might join the local barony to put down a tribe of evil gnolls, only to drop out and switch sides when gnolls were brought to the brink of destruction. He would seek to prevent the side from becoming too powerful. Clearly, there are very few true neutral characters in the world. Chaotic neutral. Chaotic neutral characters believe that there are no order to anything, including their own actions. With this as a guiding principle, they tend to follow whatever whim strikes them at the moment. Good and evil are irrelevant when making a decision. Chaotic neutral characters are extremely difficult to deal with. Such characters have been known to cheerfully and for no apparent purpose gamble away everything they have on the roll of the single die. They are almost totally unreliable. In fact, the only reliable thing about them is they cannot be relied upon. This alignment perhaps the most difficult to play. Lunatics and madmen tend towards chaotic neutral behavior. These characters believe in using society and its laws to benefit themselves, lawful evil. Structure and organization elevate those who deserve to rule as well as provide a clearly defined hierarchy between master and servant. To this end, lawful evil characters support laws and societies that protect their own concerns. If someone is hurt or suffers because of a law that benefits lawful evil characters, too bad. Lawful evil characters obey laws out of fear of punishment because they may be forced to honor unfavorable contract or oath they have made. Lawful evil characters are usually very careful about giving their word. Once given, they break their word only if they can find a way to do it legally, within the laws of the society. An iron-fisted tyrant and the vicious greedy merchant are examples of lawful evil beings. Neutral be evil. Neutral evil characters are primarily concerned with themselves and their own advancement. They have no particular objection to working with others or what matter going it on their own. Their only interest is in getting ahead. If there's a quick and easy gain to be gain a profit, whether it be legal, questionable, or obviously illegal, they take advantage of it. Although neutral evil characters do not have the every man for himself attitude of chaotic characters, they have no qualms about betraying their friends and companions for personal gain. They typically base their alliance on power and money, which makes them quite receptive to bribes. An unscrupulous mercenary, a common thief, and double-crossing informer who betrays people to authorities to protect and advance himself are typical examples of neutral evil characters. And then lastly, viimeisenä, mutta toivottavasti vähäisempänä, chaotic evil. Okei, toivottavasti vähäisempänä, mutta katsotaan. These characters are the bane of all that good and organized. Chaotic evil characters are motivated by desire for personal gain and pleasure. They see absolutely nothing wrong with taking whatever they want by whatever means possible. Laws and governments are the tools of weaklings unable to fend for themselves. The strong have the right to take what they want, and what the weak are there to be exploited. When chaotic evil characters band together and they are not motivated by desire to cooperate, but rather to oppose powerful enemies, such a group can be held together only by a strong leader capable of bullying his underlings into obedience. Since leadership is based on raw power, a leader is likely to be replaced at first sign of weakness by anyone who will take his position away from him by any method. Bloodthirsty buccaneers and monsters of low intelligence are fine examples of chaotic evil personalities. Näiden perusteella mitä mä miettisin, lawful neutral or true neutral. Mikäs nyt, mun pitää nyt muistaa kans mitä tässä oli tässä. Depends of organization, regularly they outweigh any moral questions raised by their actions. They ferret out traitors at any cost or soldiers who never questions. An inquisitor determined to ferret out traitors at any cost or soldier who never questions his orders. No ei nyt oikeastaan noinkaan, koska kyllä mä nyt kyseenalaistan noin. Enkä mä nyt halua sanoa, että siis, jos tää sanoo, että niinku nää on todella rare natural neutral. Onko sitten neutral good? A baron who violates the orders of his king to destroy... Eli periaatteessa on neutral good sitten tässä tapauksessa, koska mä kyllä pystyn yksinkertaisesti näkemään ton. Mutta tää on tässä mulle ehkä enemmän vaihtoehtoja seikkailla. No ei välttämättä. Mennään tuolla. Mä yritän mukailla tätä nähtävästi sen mukaan, mitä mä tunnen itteni olevan. Oh boy. Ability points, okei. Okei, katsotaan sitten. Strength. Strength measures character's muscle, endurance and stamina. This is a prime requisite of fighters. No, okei, mä lasken tuon 10. Dexterity. Dexterity measures character's hand-eye coordination, agility, reflexes and balance. Is the prime requisite of the thief. Okay. Constitution. Constitution measures character's fitness, health, and physical resistance to hardship, injury, and diseases. This ability is important to Ranger. Mä oon suhteeseen. Intelligence. Intelligence measures character's memory, reasoning, and learning ability. This is the prime requisite of Mage. Note, character with intelligence score 8 or less is illiterate and cannot use scrolls or most advanced regardless of his class. No, mä väittäisin, että mä oon enemmän wisdom kuin toi, joten lasketaan toi kans 13. Intelligence wisdom measures characters' enlightenment and judgment and common sense. It is prime requisite of priests. Okay, charisma. Charisma measures characters' persuasiveness, personal magnetism, and ability to lead. This ability is important to druid, bard, and paladin. No kai mä menen sit näin tyylisesti. Nää, kyllä mä saat mulla parempi wisdomi. Sitten... Kyllä mä saat mulla parempi intelligenssi. Noin. Ei mut niin hyvästä reinaa. En mä nyt ole niin lihaksikas kuin kuvittelu olevan. Alright, tuolla mennään. En mä tiedä, miten toi vaikuttaa, mut... Hyvä. Skills. Huh. Venaas nyt. Mikä klassi mulla on? Warhammer. This weapon class allows characters to use throwing hammers and warhammers. Both of these weapons are often associated with dwarven warriors, and it is the dwarven people who make the finest quality hammers. Mä oon klerekki, joten Morningstar. The flail and Morningstar are blunt weapons used to knock your enemies senseless. They are difficult to use, but with skill and practice they are... okay. Mace. Mace is most often associated with clerics. It is a powerful blunt weapon similar to club, but designed to do more damage. Proficient, the character can use the weapon with no penalties. Specialized. Okay. Mikä on sling? Although sling is commonly taught as a toy weapon, it's little... okay. Eikä pitäisikö se mennä niinku näin sitten vai? Fighting style is for characters who do not wish to use shield but want bonus when using one-handed melee weapon. Mutta mä haluan käyttää. Anyone can pick up shield and get its basic protection bonus by spending slots in fighting style and adventure benefit. Two-handed weapon style, okay. Quarterstaff. Simple weapon by the hands of the skilled warrior. Whether the mage or paladin, the quarterstaff can lay flat any fall. The character can use this with no penalties. The character receives +1 hit, +2 damage, and for warriors only, an extra attack. Okay. High Master. Grandmaster. No sit mun on varmaan parempi katsoa, että onks tuolla mitään. Warriors only. Nää. On tää... Proficient. Wielder gets -1 bonus to AC. And inflicts critical damage on attack roll 19 or 20. Wielder gets -2 bonus to AC and inflicts critical. Okay. No, despite the name of the style, any one-handed melee weapon combination with the shield will receive the aforementioned bonuses. Okei, no silloin meitä olla. Mitä ikinä? Siis mulla... Okei. Tää menee oikeesti tunti pelkästään tän hahmon luomiseen. Okei. Armor of Fate. The caster of Armor of Fate receives significant protection. This magical armor for... mä tarvii kyllä jotain... Blessia. Onks toi niinku... Upon blessing, caster moral friendly creatures... raises the attack and damage rolls. Cure light wall wounds. By casting this spell and laying his hand upon the creature, the priest uses 8 points of wound. Causes This healing cannot be... Okay. Sanctuary. When the priest casts Sanctuary, it causes all of his opponents to ignore his existence as if he were invisible. Alright. While protected by the spell, the subject cannot take direct offensive action without breaking the spell, but may use non-attack spells or otherwise act in any way that does not violate the prohibition against offensive action. And bless himself, okay. Alright. Ja sitten... Magic Stone, onks tästä joku... Can create small magical bubble within flies and hits the target of opponent. The stone deals 1d4 points of damage to whoever it hits. The stones are considered +1 weapons for determining if the creature can be stuck. Okay. What is this? Mikä Shillelag. This spell enables the caster to create a magical card ball that has +1 bonus to its attack roll and inflict. Okay. Sphere combat range duration 4 rounds +1 per level. Niin toskin duration 1 turn. 1 turn casting time, okay, 4. Vois kattoo varmaan casting timeikin kans. Mikä sulla oli casting time? 9. Geolight wounds, okei. Killing experiment only for... Okay, detect evil. This spell discovers eliminations of evil that creature and evil creature within range will glow red briefly. Ja Armor of Fate oli joo. For example, 20th level priest would have 25% of his damage absorbed if protected. Wait, venas. Receive significant protection against melee. This magical of is force of energy that absorbs portion of the damage intended for the use for the caster. Okei, toi on itse okei, tää on niinku substitute. Okei. No mulla on takaa defensive magicit, mä oletan, että toi sininen on defensive. No sillä mennään sitten. En mä tiedä tarviiks ottaa sanctuary. When priest casts it causes all of his opponents to ignore. Mut eikö mä pystyn karata sitten paremmin? En mä tiedä. Appearance. No. Yritetään nyt näyttää sitä jotenkin. Antaa olla toi ihan tarpeeksi ok. Oh!
All will die. Your life shall be mine.
Death to you all! Your life ends here.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
You got this coming!
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Get over here.
Feel my power.
For justice.
Death to you all! Your life ends here. Death to you all!
Tää on vähän niinku minä. Name. No. Ei niin. Hyvä. Turhaa sitä nyt sen enempää kikkailla, että mennään nyt. Accept. Mä luen ton myöhemmin. Okei. Sitten päästään vihdoin. Story mode. The party gains all the benefits of easy, difficult, and they cannot die in combat. The party gains... No oikeastaan mä haluan mennä story modella. Sehän on mulle... Mä menen story modella no matter what.